Hi, I'm Emily Laidlaw, and I was showing Koala Classroom off to a few teachers this morning. And there was one issue that I didn't know how to resolve at the time, and I figured it out. So I wanted to share that in case that's been something that you've run into. What I've missed in Koala is that large face-to-face. And for some reason, I did not know that when you're in the focus view, you can make yourself and your student large. And we would get in and start moving around, and I never felt like I had that really face to face connection as I would in Zoom. So I realized that if you start the meeting in focus view and make yourself large, and then immediately kind of make your student large when your student comes in, it feels like you're face to face, much more so than the little avatar and the little camera that goes around. So just to have that initial conversation when you start, how was your day and what did you do and what's going on in your life, to have that conversation first. So in focus view, on any of the boards that have the focus view, going to focus view, you tap on your picture and then use this side button here to make it large, right? And then I'm going to move me to the side and my student's going to join, and I'm going to do the same thing for my student. So when my student joins, it starts out little. There we go. When my student joins here, I'm going to turn on my student's camera, turn off the mic so I don't have that echo. And there's my student popping up there, right? That's what it usually looks like. So you don't get that really personal feeling here, but by making my student large here, I'm happier feeling like I can have a conversation with my student. There we go. That's the teacher, this is my student, and we can look at each other and talk just as we would in Zoom or Google Meet, and this feels better for me. So that's one issue that I had that is now resolved. And my student's going to go away. The other issue I had was in managing tabs. Let me make me smaller again. In managing tabs, there are only space for 5 tabs here. And I use way more than that. So what I do is on my other monitor and before my class, I'm just going to bring it into view here so you can see, I have all of my Chrome tabs open. And I use one tab to help organize my tabs. And for each of my students, these are the tabs I'm going to use. And for that day, I can take the tabs over one at a time. If I have it open here, I can take it over and copy from here. Sorry, let me show you. I can copy it from here and immediately come and paste it into here and load like that. I can do that. The other thing I do though to help is I use my one tab and these are the tabs I'm going to use. I use the share as web page, this option. It gives me one web page with all those tabs. I'm going to take this one tab over and bring it into here. And there. So now I have all the tabs I want for my session here. When I want to do something, I just click on this one and this opens up. And then when I'm done with that, I go back. I can use the back arrow and click on the next one, etc. And just keep going back and forth here. I bring all of those tabs here into this, and I just go from one tab to the next. So if I'm working on this file, I open this one up. It opens, I can do my presenting, and work here. There we go. Okay, so I would open up that tab. I would go through my blending, whatever it is I'm doing here, as I would. When I'm done with this, I go back and I have my next tab to open. Uh, that. Now I'm recording the video as I'm doing this, so it is taking a little longer to open up as I would. What I still haven't resolved yet is that the size of this web page is different. You know, it looks more like a 3:4, like an iPad, as opposed to a 16 by 9 laptop. So anything that I really want to use here effectively, I would probably make a copy and reformat it for this, because some of the sizing is just odd, and I would have to make my displays smaller to reduce the size of the magnification here or up in here in order to see it as I would to see the whole thing, because it's not as wide. And when I make it smaller to fit this way, sometimes I see more vertically than I want to. But I would have to adjust these for files that I would use a lot here on this screen. I could use my tabs here and my ReadWorks and my word wall and my flippities and whatever else I'm going to use, and then I would go back and then I have the next thing. Okay, there it is. And I could use this to make it smaller so I could see the whole board. Okay. So I hope that helps with organizing the tabs and making it easier to bring tabs into the browser here. And I hope that helps knowing how to make the camera larger so you can feel more face to face with your student. Thanks.